Isn't that hadith weak, that the shadow has to be double? Who told you it's weak? See, the answer to everything they don't agree with, the hadith is weak. Who told you it's weak? What is weak? Well, you know this definition of weak, what is this? That is also an opinion. Shaykh Albani, when he grades a hadith, he says it's sahih. That's his opinion. And no doubt, when it comes to the grading of a hadith, Albani was up there. We don't deny that. Shaykh Albani rahmatullahi alayhi, I mean, when it comes to grading hadith, he was a little bit strict. And if you look at some of the previous scholars, they were a little bit strict too. And others were a little bit more lenient. Shaykh Albani rahmatullahi graded hadith, and that is his opinion. That is all it is. Someone else, a great scholar from the past, can have a completely different opinion. Shaykh Albani rahmatullahi, no problem. Calling a hadith weak is an opinion. So whenever someone says, this hadith is da'if, this hadith is weak, who said so? The other day someone messaged me. He said, you follow the Hanafi school of thought and people follow the Shafi'i and the Maliki. You follow them blindly. You do taqleed of them. Taqleed means to follow them. I said, you do taqleed too? He said, no. I said, let me ask your opinion. Do you follow Shaykh Albani? Yes, I follow Shaykh Albani. Okay, you do taqleed of Shaykh Albani? No, I don't do taqleed of anyone. Why do you quote Shaykh Albani then? No, Shaykh Albani only quotes Sahih Hadith. No, that is his opinion. That is a Sahih Hadith. Shaykh Albani was not in the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He authenticated everything. That's not how this works. Even the companions had ikhtilafat. In the time of the companions radiyallahu ajma'in, they had ikhtilafat. No one from the companions said, no, I have a Sahih Hadith. They don't even know what Sahih. If you went to a companion and said, I have a Sahih Hadith, they would have no idea what you're talking about. Because grading a Hadith never happened in the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It didn't happen in the time of the companions radiyallahu ajma'in. And you want to know something else? It did not even happen in the time of the tabi'een and in the time of Imam Hanifa rahimahullah. You know why? Because hadith wasn't as corrupted. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah came hundreds of years after Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in his dream he was shown that he was going to create and make and write a book that would have authentic narration. Not all of the sahih narration. No, Imam Bukhari doesn't even claim that. He said these ahadith in my book that are sahih are based off of the ahadith that reached me. For your information and for the whole ummah's information, Imam Bukhari did not live in our era. He was not a phone call away from every teacher. Imam Bukhari could not go on social media and Facebook and find every scholar on planet Earth and reach them. Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi alayhi met those scholars he could meet. And Imam Bukhari rahimahullah did not write all of these ahadith by having a dream and the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him. No, he went to teachers. He went to scholars. And some of his ustads were Hanafi ustads. So who said it's weak? So if someone says Shaykh Albani says it's sahih, oh, you're doing taqleed of Shaykh Albani. I'm going to quote you another scholar that said this is da'if. No problem. So again, this whole thing of when somebody quotes something, isn't that hadith da'if? First of all, you don't even know what hadith I'm talking about. What hadith am I talking about when it comes to two shadows?